Woo! Coming to Israel and seeing the unseen Israel that you don't see on no tour bus truly brings you into a league as a leader that other people just have no knowledge about, and you need it for the days to come because the mysteries are being revealed, the seals are being opened. Here I am in ancient Galilee, and this is some ancient tile from thousands of years ago. I want to tell you something about how I became a forerunner. Coming to Israel really changed my life. My whole family changed our life when we came here. You know why? Because we understood something about Jesus, about Yeshua. That's his real Hebrew name. He's from the Galilee. He loved to have fish with his disciples. You know, have you ever seen two couples do a trivia about each other and they sit back to back in chairs and they ask a question? What's his favorite color? What's her eye color? What does he like to do for hobbies? What kind of food does she like? You know? You love Yeshua, you love Jesus. Do you know what he even is all about? Do you know what he loves? Do you know that he loved to dip hummus with, and with pita here? Loved to cook that fish with his disciples, loved to fellowship, loved to dance in the weddings. I want to challenge you right now. When you come to get to know him, when that moment happens in the end of time, where to many who thought they knew him, he'll say, I never knew you. Obviously, he knows every hair on every person's head in the world, but there's this relationship he's talking about. He's talking about a getting to fellowship, and that's like friends. And he's our commander-in-chief, but he's also our friend. So coming to Israel will change your life. It will bring you into a deeper destiny with him. This land is so rich, in history, in tradition. Think of the empire after empire. You got the Assyrians, you've got Babylonians, Persians, Greeks, Romans. By the way, this is how they grind bread, and of course this is an olive press right here, how you make olive oil. And those empires, those kings who came and met prophets and priests here in this land had lessons to learn from God. Did they learn them? I believe that now, as we unpack some of the master's lessons, we're going to learn something as leaders, as ambassadors. Let's turn to Matthew chapter 8, verse 28. And it talks about this storm. Remember when he's crossing the Great Rift Valley to bring the gospel here to Gadara, Gergesenes, Gadarenes, this place where the demoniacs, two of them, were terrorizing everybody who met them. They would tear chains of iron. They were naked. They were cutting themselves. They were screaming and shouting. And so the master comes over here, and look what he does. Let's go to verse 28. When he came to the other side, to the region of the Gadarenes, after he had calmed the storm, the two men possessed by demons came out of the tombs to meet him. And they were so fierce, no one could pass that way. Suddenly they shouted, "What have we to do with you, Son of God? Are you come here to torment us before the time?" Now a large herd of swine was feeding some distance away. And I'm going to talk to you more about this at the cliff. See those cliffs? This is one of the only places at the Sea of Galilee with cliffs. And we were reading Matthew 8. Let's keep going. We're at verse 30. Now a large herd of swine was feeding right over there at some distance from them, and the demons begged Yeshua, Jesus, if you cast us out, send us into the herd of swine. Don't forget, this is the area of maybe potentially Gentiles, non-Jewish people raising pigs and so on. And he says, go. So they came out of these two demoniacs and they entered in the herd of swine, and suddenly the whole herd stampeded down the steep bank, these cliffs here, into the Sea of Galilee. And of course the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. He killed these pigs. Pigs know how to swim, but they died in the water because the demons just killed them. All right? And then suddenly the swineherds ran off, and they went into the town and they told the whole story about what had happened to these two men possessed by demons, and the whole town came out to greet Yeshua, and they begged him to leave their region. But these guys, it focuses on one story. If you go down into other accounts and you see how this man says, please let me follow you. And Yeshua says, no, go and tell that I'm come. Go to the Decapolis. And there, the demoniac, one of them, went up to the Decapolis, the 10 cities, like Susita, like Beit Shean, and all like Damascus, all these different 10 outposts of the Roman Empire. And let me tell you what, come this way. In this Syrian outpost here, you can imagine the Syrians over here. And I want to tell you, it is a spiritual battle. That's why you have to be equipped with the power to cast out demons. You have to be able to use your keys that we talked about. Let me tell you what, I believe that right now, as you come and stay with us in the house of prayer and pray with us in the house of prayer, and you come and learn with us in the Ambassador Academy, and you come to serve this land, you're going to gain the skills that you need for the days ahead. God bless you from the Galilee.
Let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking to Yeshua, the founder and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God.